So, ladies and gentlemen, she is back in again. She is very, very popular amongst you guys. You guys wanted her back, so I'm bringing her back. And today we're going to be talking about a very, very special divisional chart known as Vimshamsha chart of spiritual progress. And since we are studying spiritual, part of spiritual Jyotish, I'm like, this is the best chart to study. So, welcome, Sunili ji, and showing us today the Vimshamsha chart.
Thank you, Kapiel. Namaste and namaste everybody.
And she might be in Sedona with us too in November.
Yeah, let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
So just confirmation will be there within a week or two. Let's see.
Okay.
So that we can proceed ahead, and it will be wonderful meeting you all. That is the major reason coming
I know,
over
Dr.
there.
Pai, Vic, I mean, everybody is going to be there. So
tremendous good that time chart positions are going to. Okay, anyways, so about D20 chart, last time also we talked about D30 Trishansh chart, and I would like to clear few things over here that I got many mails in your comment boxes also. Many people wrote that we are having Surya or in first house and seventh house, as I talked, that there is a lack of marital bliss or widower. But it is not necessary that everybody will have it, because we have to see the Shubha aspect if Jupiter is powerful in the chart. So apart from this position also, this may not happen. Lack of marital bliss is everywhere. See, nobody is happy fully with the marriage also.
Yeah.
Everywhere some or other problems are there, and it has to be, right? So one should not be very touchy and sentimental about it. They should be bravely face it.
And you said widowhood. Well, guess what? We are going to die. Either my wife is going to go first, or I'm going to go first. One of us are going to be widowed. Maybe in 50 years from now, or 20, or whatever.
That widowhood may be at the age of 82.
84.
Because here your longevity we have to see in the chart. Even though I could see any widowhood, but if the longevity is more, then this will not happen.
Exactly. And how will the Yog Bhang, you were talking about Yog Bhang in Trimsam?
Yeah, if Sun is there in Lagna or 7th house, as I said, many charts I have seen. Now also I stick to the same statement. But if Jupiter aspect, very strong aspect of Jupiter is on 7th Lord,
okay,
or on Lagnesh, on ascendant Lord, that time this yoga gets bhanga. Also, if Atma Karak planet is aspected by Jupiter in the D30 chart, that time also this yoga gets bhanga.
Okay.
So every time we should not take that. So that was a note, I cleared it now only, so that all should not misunderstand.
Okay.
So about spirituality chart, today we will talk, that is Vimshamsha or Vishansh chart. Vishansh, Vis means in Hindi we call Vis, that is 20. And Vimshamsha chart, that is by 20 parts. It is called as. How we say Chatur Vishansh means D24. These 20 and 4, 24. Like that, Shatyansha also. Shatyansha means 60. So same way, D20 we see for spirituality. But when we talk about spirituality, we talk so easily spirituality. But we are common human being on this earth. We cannot even touch a little % also of spirituality in us, because specifically, at least I believe that this chart one has to see for royal charts, means royal people like saints, maharishis, rishis, or some very special personalities whom we have seen, who all have been spiritually inclined, or whose spiritual growth has taken place 100%. Like Ramakrishna Paramahansa ji, Swami Vivekananda ji, Shivananda Swami ji, or so many people. Yeah, we have to see those charts, because in common people's chart like us, because as we are into material life, these yoga are not properly fulfilling our need. Even though, see, I am also spiritual, you are also spiritual, right? but we are not into proper sadhana, or we are not trying for the spiritual inclination because here time has not come.
Yeah.
We have to finish our karmas on this earth. Unless and until we will not be spiritually inclined or spiritual growth will not take place, even though we read so many books. Now in D20 chart, the first foremost thing which we have to see is fifth lord of D1 chart. See, fifth house is of Upasana, that is Purva Upasana also in your last birth, any last birth which Upasana you have undergone. That also we see. For fifth house, we see that what will be your growth in spirituality. This is from fifth house we see. And then what we have to see, that if you are enough spiritual, then you are going into next birth, then we have to go to ninth house. That is our next birth cycle. In Nadi, it is little different.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Vedic
I learned
Jyotish,
from A.V. Sundaramji, where ninth house actually becomes the future.
even I learned the same thing. That is a, but as I follow this mainly, so I'll come to that also. So everything is same after all. So if we see next birth, it goes into ninth house if you are doing good karmas. Now why good karmas? How you will see? So from ninth house, fifth house is your lagna.
Yeah.
That is yourself. You are born on this earth to perform certain karmas materially and spiritually, socially, psychologically, and in all terms, no matter where your fifth lord is sitting, and matter the thing that what is the strength of your ascendant lord here, along with fifth lord and ninth lord. See, that is why this is called as Dharma Trikona. Why it is called as Dharma Trikona? Because these all three zodiacs plays very important role in D20 chart. Now I will talk about D20 chart. So D20 chart, why we see D20 chart? We see D20 chart to see the upasana which is made for us. Which deity we should go for the upasana. In BPHS, only one page we find on Vishansh Kundali. Whoever having that book, please go through. If you have Hindi book, please go through page number 74 or 73. You will find everything. Only one page is mentioned. See, 40 Devis are divided degreically for D20 chart. That is 20 deities, that is 20 Shakti are for even sign, and 20 Shaktis are for odd sign. What is your fifth lord? Along with all planets you have to see. Means for each planet also you can get the deity. For each house also you can get the deity, because Rashis are placed in the house, right? So from here, why only Shakti? I like Shiva, why I should worship Shakti then? Many people have that confusion. I like Vishnu only, then why I should worship Shakti? Before starting any sadhana, D20 chart indicates you that all Utpatti, all earth is from Shakti only. Shakti has given birth to the earth. So
Shakti meaning the female energy.
Yeah, that is a female energy. So first you have to start with the Shakti Upasana, and then you can go ahead with any Upasana, whichever Lord is placed in your fifth house in D20 chart.
Oh.
Again, we have to see that also in D20 chart. I will tell you how your spiritual chart should be. If in your D20 chart, any zodiac sign placed 8th, 12th and 6th, that zodiac sign should not be rising in your D20 chart. Say for example, if one is having Kumbha Lagna, Aquarius Lagna, and so fifth lord will be Gemini. Okay, so from Gemini, sixth house will be of Scorpio.
Yeah.
Okay, which will be the 8th house? That will be the Capricorn. and which will 12th house, that will be Taurus. So if in D20 chart, if Scorpio, Taurus and Capricorn sign is rising, that person will be having some hurdles in the spirituality. Any breaks in spirituality will take place. Even though he will or she will decide that from tomorrow onwards I am going to chant mantras, from tomorrow I will do the meditation. But if these signs are rising in your D20, there are breaks in your upasana. This should not be there. Now, which is the finest position in D20 chart? Finest position means if in your D20 chart, the rising ascendant is of your ascendant lord, fifth lord or ninth lord. That is any zodiac from your Dharma Trikon, if is rising in your D20 chart, this is the best position one has to consider for spirituality. Then we have to say other planetary position also. But first we have to decide whether this person is fit for spirituality or for any sadhana, upasana or no. If we want to go deep into the sadhana, upasana, we all do the same thing. But if one has to leave the Gruhasthashram, if one has strong sannyas yogas or pravajya yogas in the chart, or one has moksha yogas, means if we say that Ketu is in the 12th house, so that is the very good position in the chart, but it is not so. It is not so. Ketu should not be alone placed in any chart, first of all. Ketu should have Shubha aspect of Jupiter or Venus in the chart to get good growth in the spirituality.
In birth chart or Vimshamsha?
In D20 chart.
Okay.
Even in birth chart, if you see Ketu is alone placed and we see your Ketu is placed in the 12th house, very good position. No, it is not so. That Ketu, unless and until gets the Shubha aspect, will not give the good fruits of spirituality. That person is into material life only. Again, you have to see that what Rashi that Ketu is placed, whether it is placed in even zodiac or odd zodiac. And according to the degrees, you have to decide that which Shakti first you will start with praising, which Shakti you will start upasana, right? So I will give you a small example. If you have Tula Lagna,
yeah,
okay. So in 5th house there will be Aquarius sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now what we have to see, Aquarius is an odd zodiac sign. It is not an even. So we have to see where is the Lord of Aquarius placed in the chart.
In the Vimshamsha chart.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, in the D20 chart. So if Saturn, no, in D1 chart you have to see first this.
Yeah.
If you have Tula Lagna, 5th house is Aquarius, you have to see the Saturn in the chart. If that Saturn is of 11 degree in your D1 chart, okay. So in that table you have to see the Shakti name, which Shakti you have to praise for first. There are 40 deities, 20 for odd sign, 20 for even sign. Now if this Saturn is placed in odd sign only somewhere in my chart, say it is placed in Sagittarius, this Saturn of 11 degree, okay. So the deity for me, the Shakti Upasana for me will be of Tara Devi, that is of Dasha Mahavidya. Because these degrees are given in BPHS, but it is a quite long table and it won't be possible to explain all 40 deities over here. Because people will think that only and then everything will be left. They have to search here and there.
Well, so I want to ask you quickly, looking at these deities versus looking at Ishta Devta.
See, if you can see in BPHS, this table is given.
Yeah.
Whole table. So according to the degrees, you can decide. Now, Ma Tara Upasana has come to me, right? So that is the Dasha Mahavidya Upasana. So if I want to get spiritually inclined in my life, even though I believe worshipping Vishnu Devata, even though I believe worshipping Surya Devata or Shiva, still I will start with worshipping Ma Tara. So what Ma Tara indicates? Ma Tara rules on earth, Ma Tara rules on birth and death of this earth. And it gives the family peace if I worship Ma Tara, because prominently in my chart, as per the degree, I have been advised to worship Ma Tara. Now in my D20 chart, I will see where is this Saturn placed.
Okay.
It's little difficult, but once if you know to see, that is why very good charts. We can discuss Ramakrishna Paramhans chart. We will definitely discuss it.
Yeah.
If we see. So in D20 chart, we have to see this position of my fifth lord, where it is placed in D20 chart. Now, second thing what I have to see, that in my D20 chart, the zodiac of my fourth house, the zodiac of my eighth house, and the zodiac of my 12th house, that is Moksha Trikon, 4, 8, 12. Yeah. But in my chart, any Rashi can be there in 4, 8, 12. So that Rashi should not be afflicted in my D20 chart for
Any
spiritual growth.
Rashi should not be afflicted.
No.
Just one.
That Rashi, any Rashi should not be afflicted for spiritual growth.
Okay.
Say for example, in anybody's fourth house, if there is a zodiac of Taurus, so in D20 chart, if Venus is with say Ketu or with Rahu or with Saturn, then Upasana Bhang may take place. The continuation of Upasana will not be there. This is all our karmic cycle. D20 chart is very, very, very auspicious chart. It's very auspicious chart, and I forgot to mention it initially. I pay my deep gratitude to my Mamaji, who taught me this. Really, he worked very hard for me when I was learning all Sodesh Varga charts from him. It took so many days to understand and to grasp the thing, because he is very good sadhak. So I saw his chart first. What is in your chart? Let me see. Now I will tell you a few typical points to see in the D20 chart. Now for spirituality, if you if you want to see the last stage of the spirituality, that till what height I will be reaching in the spirituality. If you want to see that, then you have to see the 12th bhav, 12th lord along with your dharma trikon in your D20 chart. Whatever is in your chart, 159, any lord you have to see. But you have to know how to judge the chart. That is very important. Second thing, you have to see the topmost planet Bruhaspati, that is Jupiter position in your chart, where it is placed in D20 chart, because it not only gives us intelligence, but it gives us wisdom, it gives us gyan, it gives us self-realization.
And Jupiter is the Atma Karka of Vimshamsha chart.
Yes, Jupiter position first we have to see. After seeing the position of Lagna rising, second thing we have to see what is the Jupiter position in the D20 chart. So this Jupiter, if with Ketu, it is the best position in D20 chart, wherever it is placed in D20 chart. Or if Ketu is placed alone, most of the time Rahu Ketu will be together in your D20 chart as it gets divided.
Yeah.
So if Jupiter is if this Rahu Ketu are aspected by Jupiter also, then also this is one of the best position for the Upasana. Second thing. Third thing, see Ketu in your chart. If Ketu is placed in your 12th house, then it is very good position unless and until it is aspected by Jupiter, as I said. Then Ketu should be posited in your 8th house and 4th house, means Moksha Trikona, you could say.
Yeah.
But again, here Jupiter plays very, very important role. Then third thing, you have to see the position of Saturn, that is a planet of detachment, Vairagya, which gives, which makes you away from all the material life. If Saturn Ketu UT is there in your D20 chart, then such people leave the house at least 2 times in their lifetime. They go away and then again come back if yogas have not come.
For spiritual journey.
Yeah, other, or they are the seeker of peace. You know, they go away from the house. No, I want to become sannyasi. This that.
Yeah.
One person whom I know, he is having Saturn Ketu in his D1 chart also in 6th house, and in D20 also. He left house for 3 times, but now he has again started his material life.
Wow.
Because his yogas were not precipitating. Jupiter was not powerful in D20 chart.
Okay.
So he could not leave the house. Now he is one of the best yoga teacher in Uttarakhand. Now he is settled with his wife and everything. Now that thought he has left, that no, I will not leave my house. I have to be in material. That is why I said that it is very easy to see, you see this position in the chart. So now you will be very good in a spiritual way. But it is not so. Now I will tell you. Tell me.
I had a quick question. When you were talking about the deities, I heard some astrologers say that your Ishta Devta becomes the most important.
Yes.
Before you do anything. But now we are also seeing that deity in the Vimshamsha becomes most important. So how would you differentiate the two?
Now I will tell you. If you want to see your Ishta Devta, okay? If you don't want to see the Shakti Upasana, and you just want to divert yourself to Ishta Devta, then in your D20 chart, whatever is your 5th Lord, you have to consider that Lord Upasana, not in your D1 chart.
Okay.
But in your D20 chart, you have to see. Now, this is a very good question you have asked about. I will tell you about this. If in your D20 chart, I will tell about all planets now.
Okay.
For the benefit of all.
Yeah.
If in your D20 chart, you have Sun zodiac in 5th house, that is Leo. If Leo is there in your 5th house, the Ishta Devata you should be worshipping is Shiva. Okay? Or Surya Devata. If this Surya is with moon or in moon sign also in D20. Now if you see 5th house has Leo in it, okay? So Surya can be placed anywhere in the chart. In D20 chart, not necessary it should be in 5th house only.
Yeah.
It can be anywhere. So if it is in moon Rashi or if it is with moon, then you should worship the Shiva avatar of Chandramauleshwar.
Wow.
Okay. Chandramauleshwar. That is again another avatar or another root of Shiva. If this Surya is placed with Mars, okay, or in Mars zodiac, then you have to worship Veerbhadra. Veerbhadra is Gana of Shivji. He is the best man of Shivji. Veerbhadra. So one has to worship Veerbhadra. Same way, if Surya is with Jupiter, then Dakshinamurti Puja you have to perform. That is also one of the form of Shiva. If it is with Mercury, then Meenakshi Devi you have to worship. Again, if it is with Venus, then Ardhanareshwar, Swarup, Natraj, you have to worship. See, everything, if the olden people and now also whoever knows about all these things, they really do all these things. For us, it may be hearing for the first time, many people will
Yeah.
be getting it for the first time, but if you really interested in doing good sadhana, I would not suggest that one should leave the house and just run away after the spirituality. This is a part and parcel of our life, spirituality. Unless and until you are finished with your karmic cycle, you cannot fully get into spirituality. You have to finish off your karmas.
Yeah.
So same way, if your fifth lord in your D20 chart is of moon, okay, then you have to worship Parvati Devi. If moon is there, then your Ishta Devata will be Parvati. Then again where this moon is connected with, so all other Devatas come here.
Okay.
Okay. So thirdly, we will see where if fifth lord is of Mars in your D20 chart, then you have to make the Shakti Upasana. All Ugra Devi you can worship like Durga, Kali. This is the best
I thought Hanuman was
thing.
also connected with Mars.
Yes. Kartikeya, Swami.
Kartikeya, okay.
Hanuman. Everything you can worship. Nrsimha Avatar, if you see Nrsimha, that is a one swarup of upasana only if you worship the Nrsimha Devata. Okay. Then if Mercury is the zodiac in your fifth house, Mercury, it can be Virgo or it can be Gemini. So you have to worship or you have to gain the Shakti via chanting the mantras of Vishnu Devata. That is Vishnu. The Devata of Mercury is Vishnu. So now here, how I will decide this, that you have to read Vishnu Sahasranam, okay, Vishnu Puja, or every Purnima, every full moon day, Satyanarayan Puja. Many people go for it, especially in South. Many people go for Satyanarayan Puja on full moon day. Or Pratipada day, the first day of Shukla Paksha, full moon, you have to perform Satyanarayan Puja in your house. So this will really fruit very good for common people like us. Okay. If you have Brihaspati Rashi or Jupiter zodiac in your fifth house in your D20 chart, then again Narayan you have to worship. Now Vishnu and Narayan is same, but here is the difference that Narayan is a bigger form of Vishnu. It is a Mahavishnu. Jupiter. For Mercury is a Vishnu, but for Jupiter, that is why Narayan Kavach, you wrote about that in your last article.
Yeah.
Regarding that Dr. Arjun Pai.
Yeah.
So Narayan, that was a Navnath. I have written my comment over there about this. So Narayan Kavacham is best for those people who have Jupiter Rashi in their fifth house in D20 chart. So that will be the best for them to achieve a very good, at least peace of mind is achieved because of that. Now, what is Mahanarayan? So the Vishnu Devata who is sitting on Shesh Naga with Lakshmi ji in the middle of the ocean is called as Narayan. And normal Vishnu Devata is in a standing position.
Standing position.
This is the difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
This is the difference.
Oh.
This is the difference. See, Satyanarayan Devata, if you see the photo, that is for Mercury, I said.
Yeah.
Vishnu. But for Jupiter, you have to worship Mahavishnu, who is sitting in the shade of Sheshnaga.
Yeah. Okay.
That is why Narayan Kavach. Because Sheshnaga is a Rahu. And Vishnu, that is why Narayan, with his Sudarshan Chakra, he cut the head of Rahu in the assembly of Devtas while Amrut Prashan was taking place. And he was cursed to just roam in the Akash Mandal. That is why we give Narayan Kavacham, so that Rahu, if giving evil effect in your chart, that will get afraid of this Narayana and run away.
Wow.
And good things will start happening. This is the logic. Okay. So you have to see the zodiac. See, if one cannot go very deep into D20 unless and until Pravajya yogas are formed in your chart. Now, next, if we see Venus in your fifth house, Venus Rashi, that may be Taurus or that may be Libra. So here we say that Yajur Vedas one has to recite. But nowadays we don't recite Yajur Veda shlokas or something. So Mahalakshmi worshipping or Lakshmi worshipping will be best for such natives, or Lakshmi Namanashtak, or they can go for Shri Sukta Path. Shri Suktam is one of the powerful way to worship goddess Mahalakshmi. Shri Sukta, the Ruchas, the sentences, if you read it properly, this is so wonderful. While reading also, you immediately get mental peace, even though you don't know the pronunciation.
Wow.
This has happened to me. Yeah, when first time I started reciting it.
Yeah.
It is wonderful experience. Wonderful experience. So this is a mental peace. Even though whenever moon is in your Tula Rashi, particularly, and in your Taurus sign, you have to chant this Lakshmi Namanashtak or Shri Suktam Path. At least once you have to read it, or every Friday also, for these natives who have Tula Rashi in their fifth house or Taurus sign in their fifth house. Yakshini Upasana again best for them. That is of this Dasha Mahavidya. Yakshinis were the assistants of Mahalakshmi. That is Lalita Devi.
Okay. And Jyeshtha is the elder sister of Lakshmi.
Yes. So that is why in Revati Nakshatra also many a times we see that if Venus is posited, why it is exalted, even though it is in enemy sign. Because of that Narayan and because of Lakshmi sitting with him in the Kshirosagar in ocean, Lakshmi is giving seva to Narayanji. That is why Lakshmi is exalted in Meena Rashi. Meena means Matsya. Fishes were around the Narayan in the ocean.
The ocean, yes.
And that Sheshnag was there. So 12th house Rahu also if placed, we say that person will go abroad. That is Sa Samundar Par, we say. After passing one ocean, another country, person will go.
Wow.
There. So all these mythological stories are connected with each other. And lastly, if Saturn Rashi is placed in your fifth house, then we say that only yoga sadhana, yoga is best for these people, and then Hanuman Upasana is best for these people who are having Saturn Rashi in their fifth house.
Was Dattatreya connected to any one of them?
Brihaspati. I talked about that Narayana.
That's the same thing, Dattatreya, who's Brahma, Vishnu, all three.
Dattatreya is again a guru only. Datta Guru. We say Digambara, Shripada Vallabha Digambara. Datta Guru Maharaj was Nath Panthi. Gorakshanath, everything. If you go through the Navnath book, you just find out if you get it somewhere. You just go through all the 9 avatars of Navnathas. They all were made to achieve the siddhis. They were evaluating the person just by throwing the astra, means just throwing the water on anybody. Okay, and then give the boon or curse. This is all Nath Panthis. They do all tantric vidyas. But there is a satvikta in them. They are not doing this to harm anybody, but they don't need any Jyotish or anything for this. They are beyond everything. That is why Datta Guru, Sai Baba, Swami Samartha,
Yeah.
Gajanan Maharaj, everybody, whoever gurus are worshipped, they all are Nath Panthis. So Bruhaspati, if anybody is having, again they can worship all these devtas also.
Okay.
Now I will tell you one very interesting story about Shukracharya. Because it is related to this D20. Okay. Shukracharya was a devta of, guru of Asuras, right?
Yeah.
And Shukracharya only invented the Narvan mantra, what we people are nowadays chanting, that is Om, Aim, Reem, Klim, Chamundai, Viche.
Okay.
That is a Narvan mantra. This was invented by Shukracharya. Why I say this? Because this mantra was already given Siddhi by Shukracharya. So anybody reciting this mantra constantly, all hurdles, everything will be disappear slow and step by step in their life. Shukracharya also invented the mantra of Mahamrutyunjay, what we are reciting every time.
Okay.
Shukracharya also invented the Mahamrutyunjay Sanjeevani mantra. Why Sanjeevani mantra? I say because he was a guru of these asuras, and when he used to order the asuras, now go and fight with the devtas, and if asuras are died in the war, then this Shukracharya used to chant this Mahamrutyunjay Sanjeevani mantra and used to sprinkle the holy water on those asuras, and again they become alive and more stronger. That is why Venus is a Sanjeevani, we say. Sanjeevani is connected to Venus. This is the reason. So anybody is having a Tula Rashi or Taurus in 5th house, they can again go for this mantra also. In D20 chart. This all for common.
It has importance in D20 chart as well, like Jupiter.
What?
Does Venus has any major importance like Jupiter?
Yes, yes. Yes, that is why I told you this story. I was about to tell that.
Yeah.
So you have to see Venus was more stronger than Bruhaspati. He was more clever than Bruhaspati. But as he was more into material life, he was the Devatas, he was Guru of Asuras. That is why Indra Devata gave first preference to Bruhaspati, that you are the Guru of Devatas, not Venus. So Venus got annoyed and he ran away from the assembly. It is a mythological story that, okay, now I will show you. Now you are the Devata Guru because I am not made. So now I will prepare all Asuras to fight against you all. And Shukracharya also invented homas, whatever yagyas we are doing nowadays, yagna, home. Everything was invented by Shukracharya only. He invented Dasha Mahavidya. He had siddhis of all these devis, and he used to pass on that siddhis to all the asuras, that you become powerful. That is why Rahu is more comfortable in Venus sign.
Yes.
In Taurus, because it is a asura with his guru Shukracharya, Shukra. That is why we say that more comfortable Rashi for Rahu is of Venus. It will give very good fruits. Shukra and Rahu connectivity. So in D20 chart also, same way, whatever I have spoken, you have to see all this position. You have to see the yogas in your D20 chart. Okay. Now, if we can discuss Ramakrishna Paramhans chart, if time is there.
Question. How does Dasha play a part with Vimshamsha?
Yes. Now, if you are having, if you are meant for spiritual inclination in your life,
Yeah.
maybe after your 60 age, or maybe in the 30s also, many a times. So if dasha of your fifth lord, if your ascendant rising in your D20 chart is also of Dharma Trikon, any Rashi of Dharma Trikon is rising in your D20 also, and if dasha of that planet is coming in your life, in that dasha, your spiritual growth will be maximum. If Jupiter is also very well placed in your D20 chart, so along with your fifth Lord Dasha or ninth Lord Dasha or ascendant Lord, whichever is rising in your D20 chart, any Dasha, you have to see the Antardasha of Jupiter as well as Surya, because Surya is soul. You have to see the position of that also in D20 chart. Now from Karkansh Kundali also, in D20 chart, you can see the placement for good spiritual growth. See, all these are niyams. Whatever I am telling you,
Yeah.
anything will be applicable to see in the D20 chart. Not necessarily everything should be there in your D20 chart. From your Karkansh Kundali also, from your Atmakarak Graha also, if Jupiter is placed in 5th house or 9th house, that time also spiritual growth will be very good for that native. Means that native will be different amongst the common people. Spiritually that person will be inclined. We many a time say that this person is having so good healing power within him or her, even though not doing anything.
Now, what if they run through the dasha of the 8th house, 6th house, 12th, or let's say 8th house, 4th house, 12th house? Does anything because it's a moksha triangle, or no?
Yes. Yeah, it has connection, but as I said earlier, if you have any moksha zodiacs rising in your D20 chart, and if it is afflicted, then this dasha, in fact, if you are going to temple, and as soon as this dasha will start, you will stop going to temple. You will stop believing in God.
Oh.
In that period, you will not feel like doing puja. But in your heart, you feel guilty. Why I am not doing it?
Yeah.
But that dasha playing very important role. And if these moksha trikon rashis are not afflicted, all of a sudden you start going to pilgrimages. All of a sudden you find Guru Tulya people in your life. You find very good teachers in your life. One more thing I would like to tell you, if in your D20 chart, the ninth house placed zodiac is Vakri in your D1 chart. From D1 chart only you will come to know.
Retrograde.
Retrograde.
Yeah.
Then what happens? Such people are said to have the curse of their gurus and Siddha Purushas in their life. So they have to worship the Guru Tulya people, gurus in their life. If they have Vakri planet of D20 ninth house. Say for example, in my ninth house in my D20 chart,
Yeah.
I have Mars zodiac. And if that Mars is Vakri or retro in my chart,
Yeah.
so I have got some curse from my gurus.
Yeah.
Vakri, that has become retrograde. So I have to worship my guru. I have to make my guru or my teachers or my mentors happy. I have to follow
In
their
this
orders.
life, or do you have to figure out which guru was in past life? Oh, this life.
You cannot figure out which guru. Any guru you have been cursed for.
Okay.
Any guru. So this also very important. Everything is good in the chart. But if ninth lord is Vakri or retrogression, and then everything goes in water.
What about fifth lord being retrograde in Vimshamsha?
If fifth lord is getting retrograde in Vimshamsha, then what happens here? The spiritual growth you will not feel like doing. That will be carried forward. Your children may be spiritually inclined in that case. Many a times. And if this fifth lord is also in retrogression position, in that dasha particularly, you may find somebody who is giving you Guru Diksha. But you will not carry forward or you will not continue that Guru mantra in your life because of retrogression of fifth lord. You will not feel like doing. You are getting everything ready-made, but you will not do it. D20 chart is very powerful chart. Very powerful chart, but it is in 16 this Shodash Vargam chart. So along with that, many a times we will have to see D45 also. D45 chart.
Was it a chart
that is Akshavedansha.
Akshavedansha.
That also plays very important role. But in D45, what you see that movable sign, fixed signs, and dual signs. All these signs are given into Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Then it is divided into the Devatas and all. See, many things we can follow, but we should be very specific and simple. So I told about all fifth house placed zodiacs, how you have to follow.
Yeah.
Now, if you see in Ramakrishna Paramhans chart, he should I show you the chart?
Yeah, show us the chart.
Yeah. I'll just show you. Can you see the chart?
No. Okay, now I can see. Yeah.
Okay, you can see.
Yeah.
No, this is not his chart. This is somebody else. Yeah, I'll just. I'll just see. Oh, it is wrongly. It is coming. I'll just try to share it again.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see the folder.
Can you see this?
I don't see the chart. No.
Oh.
If you give me his date of birth, I'll put it on my software and I'll share it.
I'll give you.
Okay.
Just try this. Can you see it?
Let me see here. No.
Oh.
No, I don't see
it. I don't know how you can.
Oh, now I see it. Okay.
Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Very good. See, this is Shri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa chart, right?
Okay.
This is the Lagna chart and this is the Vimshamsha. This is D20 chart. Now, if you see here, ascendant is Aquarius.
Yeah.
See the Dharma Trikon zodiacs. So here, rising sign is of Gemini in his chart. So these rules were made. First thing is very clear here that he is a spiritual person. Again, if you see in his chart, he did the Upasana of Durga Mata. Okay, Kali Mata, that is. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So now for Ramakrishna Paramhans, in his D1 chart is Mithuna Rashi Gemini. In D20, the Gemini sign is rising and the Lord of Gemini is again placed in 5th house in his D20 chart. See, Purva Upasana
wait.
done.
I thought the Vimshamsha is the big chart, the main chart.
Yes, here.
The chart has Gemini.
This is Lagna chart. See, Gemini is
in the 5th
placed
house.
here.
Yeah.
So in Vimshamsha chart, this is the rising.
Yeah.
5th house is right. 5th sign is rising over here. So this become very obvious that this person is a very spiritual personality. Now, how he started becoming spiritual. Now, if you see that his Mercury in his natal chart is sitting around 15 degrees 7 Kala. Okay. So the deity which was according to the BPHS rules, whatever deities are given, it was Lalita Devi.
Okay.
Okay, and some other Devi as per the degrees. But if you see that this fifth house lord is again sitting in ninth house, all again dharma trikon, all connection is coming in D20 chart also. See,
Yeah.
fifth lord again in his next birth also he will be continuing the same thing, because Venus is along with moon, but he did Kali Puja also. He was into tantric sadhanas also, but everything was very sattvic, means he never went to hurt anybody or
Yeah.
something. Okay, he gave this sadhana, he gave the Guru Diksha to Swami Vivekananda also. Now in his original chart, if you see, there is a Mercury, Moon, Surya, that is Sun, Uranus, all these planets in first, making his first house very heavy. This is one type of Pravajya Yoga, that is Sannyas Yoga. Whenever more than 3 planets or more than 2 planets sitting in one house, it makes that house very heavier to give the fruits. Means he became so attracted towards spirituality that he never wanted to perform the karmic kriya of the material life, even though he is staying with his wife. He considered his wife as a mata, as a mother.
Wow.
He was so spiritually inclined that whole day he used to do the sadhana, and then in his chart the initial Devi is of Lalita Devi, but he ended up with Kali Puja. He was the great devotee of Kali Mata. And then he showed Vivekananda also. Vivekananda was a scientific person. He said, why you are doing all these things? Where is God? Just show me. Then he made Vivekananda to sit in the chamber of that Devi Ma. And he said, now just open your eyes, you will see the Devi. So he said, no, I could not see anything. I could not. Then again he said, now again you close your eyes. And then now again you open your eyes. So he was not, once he opened the eyes, he was not able to see anything because there was just a light in front of Swami Vivekananda. That was Devi. And then Swami Vivekananda became disciple of this Ramakrishna Paramhansa. Ramakrishna Paramhansa, in his last life, he had a tumor in the arm area, underarm area, and everybody was in a favor that you have to go to doctor, you have to perform the surgery. But he said that I have to suffer my karmic cycle, otherwise I have to again take birth on this earth. So I will not go for any medication, I will suffer as it is. He
Wow.
was so strong person. If you read his book, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, you will come to know. So here also in this chart also you see the rising, see now here Jupiter, the 12th house, it is placed, that is Moksha Trikon. Jupiter is placed here in 12th house. So again spiritual inclination is becoming very strong. Very strongly spiritually he was, but he was more into tantric sadhana, you know, tantra puja means hatha yoga, you can say. He was more into that because Mars also in his chart, this is Atma Karak in his chart. Mars is placed in his lagna, highest degree planet in his chart. So with hatha yoga he performed all type of spirituality. You have to assess the D20 chart same like Lagna chart only. Only thing you have to give more attention to this 5th house slot, 9th house slot and 1st house, and where these Rashis are placed here. As I said, that should not be 6, 8, 12 from your fifth house. Then here it will become weak.
Now you spoke about the Atma Karka. If let's say Gatani Karka was placed in the ascendant of Vimshamsha, will that create any obstacles?
I didn't get you.
If a Ghatani Karka was placed in ascendant of the Vimshamsha, will that create any obstacles?
No, because here fifth house has become more powerful.
Okay.
If you see, the Lagnesh, ascendant Lord, is sitting in his fifth house, but he never left his house. See, he was always there with his wife. Okay. He was very much in material life. So he never tried to run away from the house or something. He was within the family. Yeah, he faced many struggles in his life. Many hurdles came in his life because of this Mars in Lagna. But this Mars being Atma Karak, and if you see that this Ravi, that is Sun, is exalted in 11th house in his D20 chart. That is a natural Atma Karak planet for all of us.
Yeah.
For all of us. So that Atma Karak Surya is aspecting this ascendant Lord in fifth house, making him very strong. This ascendant Lord is becoming so strong in his D20 chart.
Yeah.
That is why he was very strong personality and very strong devotee of Devi Mata.
But like I was asking you, Ghatani Karka planet with the 6th highest degree, if that was sitting in the ascendant or the 5th house, will it stop a progress or no? For example?
Yeah, if other yogas are not becoming strong in the chart, apart from Atma Karak,
okay,
then it will not give any type of spirituality.
Okay.
Or person can be into mental sadhana, means manasik puja we say.
Okay.
If that means I believe in any deity, but only mentally I will worship that deity. I will not light a lamp, or I will not put any flowers, garland. I will not visit temples. But I believe that will be my manasik puja. Mentally I will do the worshipping. That is one of the best this puja, manasik puja. You can achieve anything with that manasik puja. But then again, if you see as per Jaimini, some rules will be deferred here. Because mainly we have to see the Atma Karak planet also in D20 chart.
Okay.
Because otherwise all Bala we have to see. If we don't see this 159 Rashis in D20 of anybody, and if any Raj Yogas are made in D20 chart also, or in D20 chart any exalted planets are there, okay, or any Pancham Mahapurush yogas are formed, then we have to consider that even though 6, 8, 12 place Rashis are afflicted, or from your fifth lord also 6, 8, 12 Rashis are afflicted, then you have to see the major part of your Pancham Mahapurush yoga or exalted planet in your D20 chart. If you see Mr. Our KN Rao's chart, if you consider, he is having Tula Lagna in his original chart. Do you have his chart?
Yeah, I have his chart. I can pull it up.
Yeah, you can just, I'll stop share here.
Kapiel 7. Okay, here it is. Close.
I think I also have it.
Oh, this Mercury retrograde is complete. I have a completely different person showing up under KN Rao for some reason. Wow, this is like...
What is that?
I have a completely different person showing up under my KN Rao saved horoscope. What in the world is this?
Tula Lagna, whether you are getting?
No, I have a...
Upside down?
No, I have a... What's his birthday, KN Rao?
Yeah, I'll just tell you. I have written it somewhere.
It's 7:30 a.m.
Yes.
Here, I'll find it. Kapiel Raaj.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah. October 12th, 1931.
Hmm.
31. And then he's born in what city is he born in India?
I have it in my this. I'll just see if I can share.
Kapiel Raaj. Oh, he's born in okay, okay, I got the city.
Got it?
Yeah.
That is Machilipattan.
Machilipattan, yeah.
Machilipattan.
Yeah.
That is in Andhra Pradesh. He was born.
Yeah.
Tula Lagna.
Yep. Okay, now I have his chart. Okay, so let me share it. And here we go. Okay, so you see that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
now let's bring his Vimshamsha chart.
Hmm.
Right there.
Hmm.
His fifth lord in the ascendant
See.
becomes the ascendant of the Vimshamsha.
See now. So he is very high profile personality in this life.
Yeah.
See, we all consider him a guru,
Yep.
Jyotish guru. And very good longevity he has. Okay. Now again, as I showed this, can you see the arrow?
What arrow? No.
No, okay, no problem. So now here, if you see in his chart, this fifth house lord is becoming his ascendant lord in D20 chart. That is Aquarius.
Yeah.
But if you see in both charts, he is having Bhadra Yoga in his chart, one of the best Panch Mahapurush Yoga. See,
Exalted
Mercury.
Jupiter and exalted moon.
See, Mercury is of Virgo.
Yeah.
See, both the charts, if you see.
Vargottama.
Yes, Mercury is Vargottama in D20 and D1 chart also. That is why he selected to worship Vishnu Devta. And he is fond of Krishna, Vishnu.
Krishna.
That is why.
How is
Krishna
Krishna seen in Vimshamsha?
That is a form of Vishnu Devta only, Krishna.
Okay, okay.
Krishna, see, Vishnu has so
and
many
roots. The Lord is Mercury in Vimshamsha.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is why he selected. See, as I told earlier, if you see any Panch Mahapurush Yoga or exalted, you need not see any other placement in that case.
Okay. So moon is exalted and Mercury is exalted.
Yes, Bhadra Yoga.
Yeah.
A very strong Mercury he has got. So he is worshipping Vishnu Devta. Vishnu Sahasra Namavali Patan. I have heard that many people do Vishnu Sahasra Namavali along with him.
Yeah.
They do the chanting of Vishnu, 1,000 names of Vishnu. That is called as Vishnu Sahasranam. 1,000 name of Vishnu Devata. Now in his chart, again I will tell you very good point. Here, whenever Venus and Jupiter are aspecting the 11th house in his D20 chart, so he became famous in Jyotish Shastra along with spirituality also. See, in his fifth house, he is having Brihaspati and Venus here.
Where?
In D20 chart.
No, Jupiter is in the 7th house.
What is this?
Which one?
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, I have some.
Yeah, that's another Vimshamsha.
This is D20 chart, right?
Yeah, D20.
I'm sorry. I have one. Wait. Yes. Venus is aspecting Surya.
Yes.
And Saturn in 11th house.
Yes.
Okay, so this is also one of the good yogas of spirituality along with the occult knowledge. Here, Bruhaspati, if you see Jupiter, is also connected with 11th house planets. See, Surya,
Oh,
Atmakarak.
Parivartan Yoga.
All these planets are connected to each other. 5th house, 7th house, and 11th house. This is Mooladhar planet we say here. Mars and Jupiter in his chart. What is the Atmakarak planet of Shri Kapiel Raaj?
His son.
Yes, see, Atmakarak planet. You see, from Atmakarak, this Jupiter is ninth. As I told you earlier, Jupiter should be ninth or fifth for the spiritual inclination. So, in astrology also, he is very much famous, and spiritually also he is into Vishnu puja also as a deity. But if you see, this Mars is hindering his married life here. Here also in his birth chart, Mars is his seventh lord, Markesh. In D20 also, this Markesh is sitting in 7th house only.
Oh, okay.
That is why he did not get married and he got many hurdles. He could not live a material life. Also, he didn't left the house and he went for sannyasa because Pravachya Yoga is not forming in his chart.
Right.
He is very much into astrology now also. Now, one more thing here I will tell you. Whenever Jupiter and Surya, Jupiter and Sun are aspecting each other, maybe 7th to each other, okay, or 9 to 5, 9, 5 to each other, that is trine yoga, in your D1 chart also, and in your D20 chart also. Anywhere you consider, you will find many mentors, many teachers, and many Guru Tulya people in your life. No matter they stay with you for a longer time or no.
Wow.
Then again, you have to see the strongness or strength of this Sun and Venus.
Okay.
Sorry, Sun and Jupiter.
Sun and Jupiter, okay.
So, any chart you see, whoever are in occult also and whoever are not in occult, if you see that they have Sun and Jupiter aspecting each other, they always get blessings of the elderly people. Always somebody is there to help them out. As we are into occult, I will talk about our mentors, our teachers, or our Guru Tulya people. But any field person can do. So they get immediate help from the such very good personalities who are very well versed with the knowledge of the field which person is into. So it plays very important role. So here also in his birth chart and in his D20 chart, very strong connection of Vishnu Puja you could see. Again, the rising ascendant is of 5th house lord. Okay. Again, if you see, there is a 5th house connection. Okay. There is 7th house connection and there is 11th house connection because his Atmakarak planet is placed in Jupiter Rashi, and this Jupiter is in trine with this Sun and Saturn also. Saturn again is ascendant lord. Saturn again is ascendant lord. That is why he got all the gains in his life. Everything, all name, fame, wealth, everything he saw in his life. Foreign connections also he have now also, and he had in past also in teaching way. So see, his D20 chart is so strong, but this Mercury in 8th house, making him knower of many Gupta Vidya also, hidden Upasana, which he will not declare in anybody. declare in front of anybody. This also can be there.
Wow.
Hidden. That is Gupta Vidya.
Vidya, yeah.
Yeah. Because 8th house placed, again you see, that is with Neptune. Neptune
Yeah.
is a bigger form of moon because
Yeah.
it is a water body. It takes you to the fantasy. This
Yeah.
Neptune always keeps you in fantasies. Means that is in the air your thoughts go. And very good this concentration, very good meditation one can go for. And again, if you see in his chart, Moon and Mercury again are in trine.
Yeah.
The best yoga for Jyotisha.
Oh.
Best yoga for Jyotisha. Your Moon and Mercury should be in very good position because Mercury is your intelligence, your logic, and Moon is your thinking power. Up till what extent you can think, how deep you can think. That is because of Moon only. So Moon should be Pakshabali, or Moon should be very safe or in a good strength in your chart. If you see his D1 chart, uh, see, in his D1 chart also, this Jupiter is exalted. You can see
Yeah.
Mercury is also of own sign, and Moon is also of Libra sign. So again, very good connection in from Moon. Jupiter is in 10th house. His karma is into astrology only. Unless and until he finishes of his karma, he cannot totally go into spirituality.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because because Jupiter here is becoming exalted, and wherever Jupiter is placed, many people have very different opinion about it, but I have seen in most of the charts that this Jupiter really deteriorates one of the major karakatva of that house where
Okay.
it is placed in. Anything will be affected in person's life in its dasha antardasha, especially. And whenever transit Jupiter will be there on that Jupiter, his karma house will get affected, and because of his karma, he is into this Vishnu Upasana. Because Mercury is in 311 yoga in his D1 chart also.
Okay. I see.
And Mars and Jupiter again in D20 chart making very good Mahalakshmi yoga, very good Dhana yoga in 7th house. Mars and Jupiter. It makes very good finance yoga in one's chart.
Oh, Guru
Even
Mandal
though,
Yoga. Yeah.
even though Mars and Jupiter are aspecting each other, then also it makes very good yoga for that person. So here also in this chart also, see, you see the difference between Ramakrishna Paramhamsa and this chart.
Yeah. Big time.
Everything is there, spirituality is there, but the paths, the way is different. So this is the beauty of D20 chart. So whoever want to worship any deity, whoever want to know their Kula Devata also. Now here I will talk about Kula Devi and Kula Devata. Many people tell us that we don't know our Kula Devata. So in that case, in your D20 chart, second house place zodiac deity they have to worship. That is that person's Kula Devata. Because all spiritual sanskaras we get from second house, that is our family house.
Yeah.
From our childhood only we are taught that you have to worship this deity or you have to light a lamp and everything, even though we don't know our deity. So in that case, we have to take the second lord of D20 chart and you can worship that deity also as your Kula Devata or Kula Devi, whichever. If female Rashi is there, then you have to go for female deity.
Okay.
So likewise, again you have to see that. This was about all D20 chat. I hope that some things are
Wow,
here with you.
this was wow, amazing knowledge. Thank you so much for coming and showing this to us. And
Yes,
you have and guys, check out her channel, which is Planet to Soul Astrology on
yes,
YouTube.
yes.
And thank you so much, Suniliji. Hopefully, we will see you in Sedona.
Sedona. Thank you so very much. All the best. God
Thank you.
bless you. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.